Hello YouTube, Saintbob here of Saintbob's YouTube channel. This is another video in the series of A Day in the Life of Saintbob. And today, from the requests of the comments on the YouTube channel, I'm actually going to do some construction. I'm pretty surprised actually, if I tell the truth. I more or less expected a lot of the people who posted to say, oh, show us some PvP and let's see Saintbob get owned. But no, I believe only one person said they wanted to see PvP, and everyone else wanted to see me do or create a village. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go into my actions and my architecture panel here, and I'm actually going to select what kind of wall, and well, because I didn't take architecture as a skill, as a profession, unfortunately I'm pretty limited for choice. If I'd started with architecture instead of basketry, then I probably would have ended up with a full list of objects and projects to create, and I would have had houses, well, I say houses, I would have had homes of some description, teepees or wooden shacks, things like that. But because I haven't started with it, all I've got is some basic walls and some barricades. So I'm just going to use these materials that I've got, these projects that I've got here, and we're going to take a look at what things I need to do in order to get to these objects. So I think I'm going to go with the limestone wall, purely for the fact that at the moment you can go to any of these rocks over here, where my mouse is now, and you can actually just stand there and keep harvesting the rock that's there, and you can turn them into bricks and mortar as well, and we can look at doing some stuff. So first things first, we need to start and seeing how big our tribe area is. So I'm just going to keep backing out. There we go, and there we go. So we know now that it's about there. So I'm going to lay down a wall. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect just for now. All I want to do is just try and get it so that I know roughly where my land is and where it ends and starts. So I'm just going to move it slightly so I can get another one next to it, and I think that'll be fine, because what I'm in fact a little bit further. Let's have a look. There we go. Okay. Ah, lovely. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in a corner post here. Can't build it on a slope. Oh no! Could just build it there and then we can move it, because you can't place a object or a project, should I say? I've got to stop saying object. You can't place a project on a slope, although you can put it at the bottom of the slope and actually then look at moving it onto the slope, which is a bit strange, but that's just the way it is at the moment. So you can see now I can probably move it into position, even though it isn't. There we go. I think that's pretty cool. But one thing I do need to do is I do need to turn it around, because it's a corner post. So I'm just going to quickly turn it around, and I think, yeah, that's lovely, that's fine. So we'll put that back now, and then that's fine. Cool, okay. And then what we'll do is we'll start making a wall that goes all the way down here, and we'll probably make one here so it goes to here, and then we'll probably take it a bit further across here like that, and keep taking it all the way down. I think that's pretty fine. So I'll just quickly do this one. And then what we'll do is I'll pause the video, and I'll unpause it when I've got the projects all laid out, and then we'll go on to looking at making the resources for it. So let me just quickly, there we go, and oh no, okay, so let's move this one a bit further down then. There we go. There we go. Lovely. And there we go. That's perfect. Okay. And then I'll just put one here. And just make sure that Where's Saintbob? Saintbob's Trap. Ah, there we go. Saintbob's Trap. Okay, and then we'll put in the corner post again. I'm not sure if this is going to work properly, but we shall see. Because the radius of the tribal territory is actually a circle radius, obviously, and it is a bit tricky sometimes to actually plan out a square land, a square tribe, when the radius is a circle. So I think we are going to have some slight problems here, but what we'll do is we'll max this out to the fullest. There we go, look, see, and I can't move it any further now because it's simply just saying you need to have more land. So what we'll do is we'll probably move this further across. And I'll move this further across. It's just trial and error. At the end of the day, you're customizing it however you want it to be, and unfortunately it does take quite a while to build all this, but it is completely customizable. So what you put down is what everyone else is going to see. It's your little home, and I can't argue with that. So I think there we go. It's probably about 2 meters shorter than I planned, but it's only me in here, and I'm going to have plenty of space. So let's just do the rest of this one, and it's not that much of a problem. I mean, to be fair, you know, it doesn't make any difference if you have, if you don't have them completely parallel with each other, or, you know, running down so that it's completely straight. You can have little grooves in it like that, purely for the fact that you can't get out of it once it's built. And I only have it like this, purely for the fact that I'm kind of a perfectionist, and little things like that would just annoy me for some strange reason. But yeah, so let's put this back, and there we go. So I'll pause the video now, and what we'll do is I'll come back once I've got all the project laid out. I'll give you a little bit of a tour, and we can start looking at where we collect resources from. So I'll see you shortly. Okay then, guys, so I'm back, and I've now managed to complete my my projects in terms of the architecture placement, and here we go. This is it. Let's have a look. There we go. So this is it. It's nothing special, but it's quite big. It is quite big, and I've extended it outwards. There's probably about a couple of meters on the end of this side that I could have probably expanded a little bit more. However, I thought, nah, it doesn't really matter, because, you know, I'm starting to get holes underneath the walls here, which you can see, which is just a result of the level of the junk here. And I've found something new today, which I did not know, which is you can put projects on top of projects slightly, by having it on some sort of incline like this. You can actually put them on, so they can overlap slightly. So it's not like there isn't like some sort of collision that goes all the way up from the edge all the way up into the sky or anything like that. So you can overlap, so that's pretty cool. So it kind of shows really that you know, in the future they may implement ways of being able to put walls on top of walls without needing to have an incline. You might be able to raise them up in the air and do it like that and make some really big, huge buildings, which I'm quite excited about. That would be really cool. And again, I did the same over here as well because of the size of this. It's nothing special, nothing fantastic. It's just a place for me to just have something to work on for a while. I have plenty of junk here that I can scavenge without going outside my tribe area, which is really cool. I don't have to worry about getting killed by anybody with a bag full of valuable goods, so to speak. So I'm pretty happy with this. There is, as you can see, there's more space here than there is space over here to the entrance. That's because I wanted to leave it here just in case I wanted to expand a little bit. you know, make a bit more of a grand entrance, if you wish, and then maybe put some barriers around here, some spiked barriers around the front. But we'll see. So now we've done that, what we actually have to do is start collecting the materials, and this requires 80 limestone brick and 10 limestone mortar per wall. Now this is probably one of the biggest and most resource consuming projects you can possibly do in terms of walls, purely for the fact that it requires so many different I don't say so many different, but so many bricks, and because it requires 80 bricks, there is a chance that I probably will fail at least half of those. So it's more or less I'm going to have to collect 160 pieces of stone to actually make 80 bricks. So we'll see. At the moment in time, let's have a look at what we actually need to do in order to get the bricks. Let's have a look. Masonry. Okay, so granite brick, which is what I'm going to do in a second. I'm going to go over the edge here and get some granite. I need a hammer, I need a chisel, I need granite. Okay, so I can do that, it's not a problem. I don't have them at the moment. Let's see, let's just have a look. I don't have anything in there. My tools that I have are basketry only, so it's like scissors, needle, weaver and a lasher. I don't have any hammer or chisel. So let's see if we go into tool crafting. Can I make anything? Well, I can make a paddle, which is cool. I can make a chisel, which is great. I can make a mallet, which we can't do at the moment because I don't think the small metal block is in yet. So I don't think we can make that one. But I need a hammer, and I could do with a bin as well, because with the masonry we need mortar and we need a bucket and paddle as well. Sand we can get plenty of sand. There's sand all over the place, so that's fine. So what we'll do is I'm going to create some containers to actually put this mortar in. I'm going to create 2. So let me just go in my bag here. Let's open this up a little bit, and let's get my weaver out. That sounds so wrong. Let me just get my weaver out. There we go. So my weaver and my lasher. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave that container there. And actions, basketry. Okay, let's create some more bins. And let's pick this grass up that I collected. Ta-da! Okay, and next one. Let's have a look. Lovely. So I'm going to set permissions on these, because these I'm actually going to leave by the side, and I'm just going to fill up with the granite blocks, and I'm going to stand there and actually turn them into bricks eventually. But I am indeed in need of a hammer, so I'm just going to collect. So I'm going to show you how to go about doing it. Here we go, and just here is lovely. It's fine. I am very vulnerable here. I can get PvP'd, which is not great, but it's part of the game, and I'm fine with that. So let's go with, there we go, and that's it. And basically I'm just going to sit here now and farm as many as I can. One thing I will say about doing this action is that every now and again you'll see a different resource pop up here. I believe it's a chance drop, and you can get quartz or you can get flint. Now quartz is used for different number of things, but flint is the one that we're more interested in at the moment. Flint is the one that gives you the power to create fire, which is every caveman's dream.